That's what I'm saying.
Then work on it because that's what you want to do. I don't want you to.
You work on it.
No.
I was not available.
You wanted to die. I didn't want you to die.
I didn't want. I
You
don't want
said
to die.
you go with the Lord.
But if I'm gonna die, let me die.
No, I'm not on my watch. You
So
will
I
never
don't wake
die.
up with chest pains.
These chest pains did not wake up.
Hey,
Show
right
me-
here.
show me the sternum rub.
Bro,
How you do the sternum rub?
No, he
Dude,
won't
she
even let
do
me touch
like-
him there.
look, she do
He won't
like
even let
this.
me. You said you know what it is. So
This
then
shit-
do your do.
Hey,
It's right
it's
here,
like-
right?
It's like
These
trying to
tournaments.
look.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
shit.
hey,
Look,
hey,
look, I'm not
hey,
gonna do it hard.
hey,
I'm doing it
hey.
soft. I'm doing it soft.
Oh, shit.
Relax.
I'm driving.
No, I'm
multiple
doing it.
soft.
I'm doing it soft, right? But it's because right here in your sternum,
What
there's
if it-
nothing.
hey!
there. I'm not gonna hurt you. I
What if it
promise.
like reverses me? Like,
No, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm
responsive
just
now.
telling you where it's at. It's because right
Yeah,
here,
that shit
your
hurts.
bone is right there,
What
and
she's
because
saying
this
is
part of your
misleading.
hand is
What she's saying is
like
misleading.
no,
I'm not gonna
nothing
hurt
but
you.
bone too.
I'm not
And
gonna
then-
hurt you.
'cause I'm not gonna do a full
and then
rub.
she hurts you.
No, he
Hey,
wanted
you
to know what
is?
it was.
Is that like the Bruce
Bro.
Lee's like 1-inch punch? Like,
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
no, it's not.
Fact.
It's
Yes.
not.
Like right there.
It's a totally
Yeah.
different thing. No,
No?
I'm not doing this. With
It's like I'll save you by almost killing you.
I'm not about to do this with you. But you will never die.
Like you gotta drink the poison to be all right. You might have a misplaced rib when you wake up, but at least you gonna be alive.
You'll be
got
okay
two
in like a
crack
couple
ribs,
days. It's
bro.
not gonna hurt.
My shit is fucked up.
Yeah.
Cracked your ribs, bro.
But I didn't like you hit your head, dude.
Like whenever I feel, I don't feel nothing from that. The
It was-
sternum rub though,
Yeah, I'm
I wish I didn't have to do it more than once. But when
were
I
you
first
fucked
did
up?
it,
This not
when
even
I
my
first
sternum.
did it-
This to the right. My shit is a sternum rub on my fucking chest right here.
then it wouldn't have hurt. That's part of your sternum. Look, it was right here, right in here.
Yeah, you missed.
No, because
You
when I reach
fucking
it, no,
missed.
because you moved.
You fucking
Look, I had to do it. I had to do
It was
it.
my-
I had to
Wow.
do it. I had to do it 3
I
times.
could have saved you
Your ass-
because you wasn't being complicit.
It was not
What the
complicit. You were incapacitated. And you were
Bro.
not gonna die because I couldn't. That's when I couldn't even get in the room yet.
So
I
you-
only had my arm
so listen,
like this. I kept trying to
so
talk
listen,
to you,
listen.
and you wouldn't even
You do the sternum rub in the wrong spot.
look. I can't even see you. I only got my arm.
So
like
I still
this.
lived.
Oh, you had to reach
But now I
the door?
just-
Yes,
Now-
I was sitting on my behind on the door, trying to reach him and talk to him first.
So I
and then when he
lived
was, and then I
with
was doing
pain.
all of this, trying to make him wake
remember.
up. And
That
then
shit
I was like,
fucked up,
sell it,
bro.
sell it. And then I started getting scared, so I was like, let me try to start around. I did it lightly. Then I was like, I
In the
pushed it
wrong
real hard.
spot.
Look, I can't see you, nigga. I was trying to reach in. I can't see.
It's like-
it's
it's
only
like-
my shoulder
It's
in
like
the
when
door.
you give blood. and
You did a
sometimes they-
sternum rub blind? She did a blind sternum.
Hey, that's some G shit, me. That's some G shit right there.
Bro, shake that up.
And then you finally
blind
started, and I said your name, and then you started like responding.
Bro.
But the first time I did it, and you got mad, you're like, whoa, and I was like, yeah. I was like, and then you finally responded. So I was like,
What medical practice is that?
I was like, sell it.
She didn't
I
finish
was like,
school,
listen. I was like,
bro.
listen, you fell, and then your
I'm
ass
about
went
to
right
sue
back. You went right back, but I couldn't hear you breathing. I couldn't hear you breathing, so I was holding and trying to see like if you were okay.
I was probably
And then-
gasping for air. My fucking
No, you were
chest
not
was fucked up.
breathing.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I know. Keep saying it, and then maybe I'll think about
I'm
letting you die
trying.
next time.
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yes.
my
No, you
fucking
can never die in my
goodness.
Let it cross your
Never,
mind
ever,
and not
ever.
your hand. You know
Never.
what I'm saying?
Never. Never
That's
on my
it.
watch.
Yeah, there we go.
Never.
Me's life is
I don't care. Whatever you got to say is bullshit.
Me
Life
still
is
getting mad because I
temporary.
kept trying to talk to you.
yeah,
No,
I
you were
think-
talking to me and he was responding. And I was just like, don't talk at all because this nigga gonna keep talking.
I think I remember her saying that. She
I
said-
was like, just stop talking because he's gonna keep responding.
But you were talking to me, like you were
No.
talking to me.
No, that's when I was on the other side of my bed, and that's before I went to bed, and I
Whatever
kept hearing
happens,
stuff,
son.
and I didn't know if it was you or
Don't
him.
let her
So I
stern
was
him,
like,
bro.
hey, I was like,
Don't
buddy,
let her
buddy, was that you?
He gonna end
And,
up with
and
more
then like when you
fucked up
didn't
things.
answer a couple times, I let you know. Other times I was scared because I was like, am I tripping? Was it Celis? And so I ran to go in there with you, and then you're
Imagine if
snoring.
she had a ring on her. She
I would never stern her
Hey.
with a ring like that.
Hey, the sternum,
And you don't even
the
use that
sternum-
part of your hand.
The
with
sternum rub is like
You use
medication.
this.
Like
Oh,
you can
fuck.
take this medication to feel better, but also you might die. the
There was
side
something that
effects
went
are
viral where they
side
sternum
effects are
rubbed somebody
death.
to save them from dying because they had like a heart attack. You could save somebody's life with a sternum rub.
That
Yeah,
big
yeah,
ass-
and what happened after the heart attack? I need to see the post interviews.
He just-
Fuck
No,
saving dude's
he's
life.
alive.
They do that
Yeah,
to,
he's alive.
to the dudes that OD all the time.
But now-
yes,
now-
you OD.
Yeah, but
And
now
then,
he's
And
paralyzed
then alcohol could be an OD
from the
too.
chest up.
And so I didn't know if you OD'd on alcohol or whatever fuck. So I was like, he's
Lightweight.
not responding. I
Look,
can't hear you breathing.
This is where it hurts, and this is where the sternum is. What the fuck?
She couldn't tell, bro. It was a lot of
Look,
space.
look, it hurts right here, right there, right?
Yeah.
That's still part of it.
Nah,
Because when I'm
hey.
rubbing and you're moving, I'm trying to
Nah,
get
man.
in there. But you don't hurt right here too?
Ow!
See,
Shit.
that's your fucking sternum. So
Fuck.
I did do it right.
Shit.
Leave me alone. You
Shit.
should have kept moving.
Shit.
And if you would have responded and stayed responsive,
She
I wouldn't have to do
grounded
it
me,
again.
bro. She did the grounded down. My shit's all fucked up. I gotta stop touching places everywhere it's fucked up.
You better
Stop
stop.
touching. You sternum rubbing your damn self touching on it.
My
better
chest
stop.
almost got caved in, bro.
You better stop drinking.
yeah, I got yeah. It's not the liver, it's not the kidneys, it's motherfuckers beating up on you when you incapacitated.
Now I know you, Alexa. Since I'm getting accused forever and a day, if you're ever like that again, then
You're
I'm
not getting accused, you are responsible.
I did not get no Alexa.
She said that was for Friday.
Oh,
We're talking all that shit Friday.
No, if I really like,
I think that's what it is,
I know
bro.
I handled you with
That's
such
what
care.
happened.
You don't even understand how soft and gentle and how with care and love that I.
if
that
I ever
that
tell somebody I handled them with care and they wake up with fucking bruises and fucking hurt body parts, like, nah, I was so tender. And now you so tender.
Yo.
Like, I went through the fucking meat grinder and shit. My shit
you just should have said. You should have told him that his friend abused him.
he never made it to his friend.
He don't know that.
Figured it out. Stop touching it. You sternum rubbing yourself. Slowly.
I'm
got me.
gonna feel better. My shit's Ninja Turtle like.
You got PTSD.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Yes.
That's what happens.
Apparently so.
Yeah. I'm following.
Me said sternum rub sponsored by Bacardi.
Did you get the vape back?
Yep.
On her
You gonna make
scrubs.
it?
She got
I just
Bacardi
didn't wanna
logo.
smoke.
Huh?
I just wasn't trying to smoke.
Oh, because that's the one you picked out. Just
I was already fucked up.
Giving out
That's the
sternum
way you
rubs.
I
told
picked
me.
it out.
Yes.
When?
When I texted you and said I found where they have them in the hotel, and they got 3 flavors, and these are the
yeah,
ones,
yeah.
and you tell me which
Yeah.
one to get.
Yep.
You was trying to get that vape for 48 hours.
No, because I didn't know about it for 48 hours, so that's a lie.
36.
Nope, not even 24.
That shit cold.
But we were good with the vape until he got in the pool and fucked his vape up.
You remember that?
The what?
You remember that?
When we what?
When you mess up your vape in the pool.
Yeah. That shit happened early.
Yeah, he was all right, dude.
That shit happened early. And then Sharice let me hit hers. And then I got Nisha's black one that she didn't like. Nobody else was really vaping.
Like when she stole your vape when we were coming to Vegas, that shit was crazy.
Wait.
You was mad as hell about that.
What you
Wait.
talking about?
When you jacked the vape back.
How?
When fell asleep.
When I was asleep,
Well, I don't remember. What are you talking about?
I woke up and I said, "Where's my vape?" And you're like, "It was dead." Oh yeah. So I wasn't fucked up then. I know I went to sleep with the fucking vape in my pocket. So I'm like, "How the fuck did you get the shit out of my pocket?" Like,
Just
what
like
the-
she ordered that Del Taco.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Oh, you're talking about the hotel.
You said they got a
Mhm.
term for that, searching bodies and shit when they incapacitate.
No, because he had given it to me one time and it was dead, and he told me to put it on the charger.
No, he fell asleep. And
Oh yeah,
you
I
took
did.
it from him.
It was and it was dead, and I was like, yeah, he's.
So
gonna
then
do
you
it.
started charging it, and he
Yeah.
got mad, and he was like, "Motherfucker, it was dead."
So the reality of that means is you acted like a crackhead.
Kind of.
She said, "Fuck the dead body.
Kind
This
of.
nigga got some shit on him that I need. He ain't using it."
No, I know exactly where you put it,
She
and
almost
you
took the
share it
dough.
with me. And so then once I looked, and I was like, this is dead. He ain't doing nothing.
This
so I might as well
Charles.
charge
The
him.
crazy part
Charles
is,
gone. I know where Charles keeps his knife.
crazy
I need
part
his
is
knife.
she was looking for it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know where it is. She goes, I know exactly where it is. It's in his pocket.
It's always in the same place.
Bro, she shook your pocket.
I didn't shake it. I went right in and took it out because I knew exactly where it was at. And then I was like, it's dead. So I might as well put it on the charger. He ain't using it.
It was exactly.
So when he wakes up, he's gonna have it.
She knew exactly where that shit
Bro.
was.
Because he always puts it in the same spot.
I was like, what the fuck?
And then I was like,
I got
if I
robbed.
didn't do that,
I got robbed. I was
like,
with
if
y'all.
I didn't do that, it was completely
It wasn't
dead.
nobody else around but y'all.
But it was completely dead. So if I didn't do that, you wouldn't have had it.
That is very true.
So either way, you wouldn't have had it.
Ah, shit. And when I fucking went to check in, I still didn't have it. Because I was like, you're like, it's right here. I know exactly where it is. All right, let me have it. And then you was like, shit, where is it? I was like, what the
No, then I had it and I
No,
pulled it out shortly
I
after
left.
that.
Are those
Yes,
things
because you got
expensive?
mad, but then
Huh?
I found it shortly after
Are they
that.
expensive?
What?
The
Vapes?
They can
Like
be.
$20.
Some of them are stupid. Some of them are
Sometimes-
40 or
shit. I paid
some
for a vape
stupid
in
stuff.
Vegas one time. Shit was like
They come
$35.
charged?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
I understand.
They come charged.
Yeah, and some of them you can't charge. That's what sucks. It's just when it's done, it's done.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Most of them now though they take the C charge. You can charge them.
And you have to add more shit into it?
No, some
Nah,
people
he
that
just
used
charge
to
it.
have
The-
those,
there's
but that's
a-
whack as fuck.
Yeah, they leak and stuff.
How do you
like
know when
that.
it's done?
Yeah, you could taste it. Like the mint one I got is gross.
It actually says it on the thing. Like
No, some of them have a screen.
the one that Meese got, we wouldn't know until you start tasting that shit.
It
You know what
tastes
I'm saying?
gross.
You say it's battery?
But a lot of them have a digital number.
It tells you how much
And
juice
tells you how much e-liquid you have.
Mm.
versus battery. It'll be like battery on the left
That shit
and
like
juice
corn
on the
oil.
right.
Why don't you just buy like the weed pens?
Because I don't want to be high and I don't want to
No, but
leak.
put like the vape stuff in that.
No, that those
They
are the ones
have
that
those.
leak.
Yeah.
Those are the ones
So
I don't
they have. So I had one before. You
I
put
don't-
juice in
There's
it,
too much stuff.
but they do leak.
The mods, right? Where they call
Yeah, it's called a mod.
The what you're talking about is different.
Yeah.
With the vape, it's like vape juice, and you put that shit in the vape,
And it vaporizes.
and then you also got to get a good coil. Like you got to buy
Correct.
coils and shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
cotton.
like
but
a
the
fucking
mods
car.
you're
You gotta
talking
get an
about,
oil
that's the
filter,
battery
gas.
thing, and then they put a cartridge on top. That's like what Vanessa has. That's the mod. But these don't have like that because you're not attaching something to it. The mod is the battery part.
Right.
So this one don't have a mod.
Oh, okay. Well, it's an interesting evening. Interesting.
Yeah, I had a good time prior to.
Sternum rubs.
Yeah, for sure that part. But prior to just not remembering, I had a great time.
Nope. I was trying to order that sandwich. That
Oh,
place is far as hell.
I was trying to figure out how much resort credit I had. I think it was like $50.
You never told me. You kept opening your
I
app
forgot.
and closing it.
I mean, like, I remembered, but not enough to mention it. And then I was trying to figure out how much it was. I would just order something in the room.
I almost charged that turkey sandwich to the room.
I should have. It should have been free.
You actually told him to charge him.
Yeah, it should have been free.
Yeah.
Or you didn't listen.
Yeah,
But
usually the resort credit's at least like $50.
I didn't charge it because he never told me how much credit was on it.
I should have just charged him.
They'll just take what he has and then he'll do the rest later.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him charged.
You got Supreme principles. Like, nah, this
I
shit-
had the money.
You're like, this shit
I mean,
free?
if I was gonna have to pay it at some
but
point,
if it's
then-
free, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, not for $22 for free, nah. That shit expensive on a good day. How good?
Mhm.
Y'all go ahead and say that. Say the people's hours and shit.
Yeah.
That shit.
Right.
Are you asleep?
You know what? I didn't sleep watching
Was she
Entertain
snoring?
You.
He was about to give you a
What's your
sternum rub.
Am I just, bro?
I was up all night.
Can you give a woman a sternum rub?
Everybody has a sternum, yes.
That shit different.
Is it like-
Hey, you good? Wake up.
Everybody got a sternum.
She said, "I don't, my titties feel sore, but My chest is fine.
You better not start rubbing my titties. It's this fuck.
Don't let me sternum rub you. Your vagina gonna hurt.
No, that's not your sternum. That's so stupid. But now you're so stupid. If I woke up my titties was hurt, you talking about you did a sternum rub, you sternum rub my titties?
Is the
I would
sternum
piss.
in the asshole? What shit? Something don't feel right. I'm alive, but I'm in pain. Shit sternum bro feel like I'm in the prison. What the fuck?
Gotta get your heart racing one time.
Life saving
Oh,
and life
no, here's
teaching.
another thing. I was trying to feel
That
for your
adrenaline was a
pulse.
motherfucker, wasn't
I
it?
was trying to feel your radio pulse, and I couldn't pick it
Where
up.
at?
That's why I got scared too. Your radio pulse.
Is that a different like type of pulse?
No, because look, where your radius bone is, that's where you're supposed to hold.
Why
where
didn't
to
you
feel
just
the
finish
burn.
school?
What?
Why didn't you just finish becoming a nurse?
I was never gonna be a nurse. I just had to learn certain things.
Too